guys, it's a Twitchy Gamer here, and today I'm just doing a top 10 video of the things I'd like to see and wouldn't like to see in the next Borderlands game. Number 10, I would not like it to be about Handsome Jack. We've already had 3 games, 2 of them being main games and one of them being a spin-off game, where the game is based around Handsome Jack as he's either the antagonist or the protagonist. I think we've milked enough out of, him. He's a great character and I love him, but I really don't want to see him as the big bad guy in this one. I mean, I'm not sure if they could even do that because he is dead and he's not in Reese anymore, so I'm really not sure. Number 9, I would really like to see melee weapons, like Krieg's Buzz Axe or Zero's Katana, but not have it as an actual melee weapon. Have it as, you can put it in a weapon slot so you can run around with it out in your hand instead of only using it when you press melee. I think it would be really cool to honestly just, run around killing bandits as Zero with his katana or with Krieg with his Buzz Axe or, any of the new Vault Hunters that they bring into it. Number 8, I want new skills, new action skills. Don't reuse any of the older ones. Like in the first 2 games, they reused, the not exactly reused all the same skills, but I mean, they reused the whole turret situation and, we had a siren and all that. That's why I really enjoyed the pre-sequel because they had four completely new skills to start off with, and then they added the other 2 characters, and their skills were new as well, which I think was really good. It's a lot better than just reusing it, because then if we just keep reusing the skills, I feel like it's just going to get so boring. Number 7, I don't want to see a level cap increase. And yes, I know you're probably saying now, what the fuck is this guy going on about? Well, to me, I don't want them to increase the level cap, mainly because at level 50, it's got good scaling, and I think it's a really good level because you don't have that many skill points, so each build is very different instead of it being, level 70 in the pre-sequel and you can get all 3 capstones. Instead of just having one master build, I'd rather have, you know, 2, 3, 4 different little builds that you swap between, like they did when they had level 50 and level 61. Number 6 would be playable old Vault Hunters or playable Tiny Tina. So by playable old Vault Hunters, I mean Brick, Mordecai, and Lilith. I think that would be, really cool, especially because, with Lilith, she doesn't just phase walk anymore, she can phase blast and she's got heaps of different powers. With Mordecai, I don't know if the skill would be any different because he's got Talon now, not Bloodwing, but they could make it something else where, I don't know, the skill is you drink like a bottle of vodka or some shit and you get drunk and then all your snipers damage it, like all your sniper bullets do like, I don't know, like 5 times damage or something for like 10 seconds or something like that. I think that would be really cool. And for Brick, instead of it being, going berserk and punching, you pull out your big hammer thing. I think that would be awesome. And I would really like to see Tiny Tina as a Vault Hunter. I'm just not sure what they do with her skill, because whenever I think about Tiny Tina's skill, I immediately think of Krieg's light the fuse skill, where he's running around throwing the dynamite. But I'm not sure. Maybe they could do something where you pull out like 2 rocket launchers or 2 explosive weapons, and you've just got a time limit, or once the ammo runs out, then they go away or something like that. But yeah, so number 5, before I say this, I love playing video games where to unlock more characters or more things you've got to keep playing, just like Smash Bros. Like how in the original you just had to do heaps of battles to unlock characters. What I would like to see is unlockable Vault Hunter characters, as you start off with the main 4, and then you've got like 10 other characters you could unlock, say it be the old Vault Hunters and the Borderlands 2 Vault Hunters. where once you've beaten the game, you can do missions for them, and then like the last mission is really difficult to do. And once you do that, then you unlock that character, and like say each character's missions are completely different. Like one you can get straight away, but you've got to do that to possibly unlock the next character, to unlock the next one and the next one. But quest after quest after quest, I think that would be really good. Or they do it like, I don't want to say this, but how Destiny had every week they did a complete reset, possibly, maybe every week it changes. I really don't want them to do that though, because then, say, people who don't have internet, they would not be able to unlock the new characters. But I honestly highly doubt they put in unlockable Vault Hunters, but I just think that would be really cool to see. Number 4 would be the DLC. I really want to see more DLC, but instead of it being like in the pre-sequel, one big story, one arena, and 2 characters, I want to see 4 stories and 2 characters, just like we had in Borderlands 2. I mean, I know Borderlands 2 had the headhunters and the level cap upgrades, but like I said, I don't want level cap upgrades. But what I think with the stories is, make them like the same size as the Tiny Tina DLC, or even better, make them all the same size as the Claptastic DLC, because that way they've got to spend a lot of time. So instead of them getting released like a month after the game comes out, they might actually get released, 3 months after the game comes out, and then they just do every 3 months they release the new DLC. I think that would be awesome. It keeps us waiting and wanting to play instead of just chucking us all the content at once, and then we just get bored after a little bit. And I don't want any arenas as main DLC. Chucking arenas in the game, I love them, but I hate how we got the Hollow Dome in pre-sequel as a main DLC. Like put in a DLC arena for like $2 or a pre-order bonus or something like that, and yeah, that's fine. But I honestly don't want to have another Underdome situation, or we get another Hollow Dome. I despise it. I mean, chuck a arena in a DLC, go ahead, but don't have it just based on that, arena. My number 3, I don't want to see any reskinned legendaries. So, they from Borderlands 1 to 2, they brought back some legendaries, but they weren't reskinned ones. In Borderlands 2 to pre-sequel, we had the Unkempt Harold, and then they reskinned it for the Fragnum, and that's horrible. I would have completely rathered having no Unkempt Harold kind of gun, or any Borderlands 2 legendaries that are reskin. I would have rather had completely new legendaries. I mean, I know they brought out some new legendaries, and some of them are fairly decent, like the Luck Cannon and all that sort of stuff, but I would have preferred them to just go, scrap all the old guns, let's just bring out completely new legendaries, and, don't worry about reskinning any other legendaries, because, I mean, you get it, and it's like, oh, like I got the Cryophobia, that was my first legendary, and I thought, oh, that's really cool. I shot it, and it was exactly the same as the Pyrophobia. So it's like, yeah, it's not the greatest, but yeah. Number 2 would be, I want to see the campaign the size of Borderlands 2. Now, by that, I mean, Borderlands 1 was fairly short. Pre-sequel was in between the 2 games, and Borderlands 2 was fairly big. I mean, it took me 2 days to finish the pre-sequel, and that was when I was going to school. So it was, play it after school from like 4 till like 12 at night, and it took me like 2.5 days basically to get through that. Borderlands 2, on the other hand, I got it on a weekend, and it took me till about a full week just to beat that game, even though I was going to school and playing it every afternoon, and I played it the full weekend I got it. So, it's just the size difference is, I don't think it's massive, but I think it's still a pretty decent size difference. And yeah, so if they just bring in a big campaign, I'm going to be happy. My number one, and this is just really like the whole list is personal choice, but I think a lot of people might be thinking, oh, this shouldn't be number one. But I think we should include Fiona and Reese in the story. Whether it be in story or DLC, don't know. But I want either both of them to be NPCs or one of them to be an NPC and one of them to be playable. If they were to go down the one playable, one NPC, I think Fiona would be the playable character, as she can actually shoot guns and do stuff, when Reese is just honestly a bit of a bitch. I mean, I love Reese, but he's an idiot when it comes to combat. From playing Tails, he's fairly uncoordinated. So if they did that, that would be pretty cool. Maybe have it as a DLC is based around those two. Where like after that DLC comes out, like they bring out a Fiona character DLC or something like that. But have it so like Reese is like the main NPC in the game, kind of like how Shade and Captain Scarlet were in like the Pirate's Booty one. But yeah, and also this is just extra. Do not bring back Shade. He is a creepy motherfucker, and he scares the living hell out of me with that weird smile of his. Like, oh my god. But yeah, anyway guys, thank you for watching, and I'm going to do a couple more top 10s. I think the next one, or I don't know if it's going to be top 10 or not, but next video I'm going to be doing is about Kingdom Hearts 3 and the worlds I want to see and the worlds I don't want to see. So yeah, if you want to watch that, subscribe, and, like this video, share it, do whatever. Honestly, just thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.